Hello, everybody. My name is Candis Dyer, and I'm the host of Canna Corner. It's broadcasted normally live on Cannabis Open Carry Walks, but like I said, because of the grounding, today we're doing it this way, and we'll post it over there as soon as we're done. I'm excited about the show. Today we're going to have Miss Karen. She's going to be on to talk about Team CenTex and some of the bills. And then we also got Miss Renee with KM420 Radio. She'll be coming on. And then we've got a giveaway at the end of the show today, y'all. Canna Corner got 50 subscribers. So I told y'all we would be doing a giveaway for a Come and Toke It shirt of your color, choice of color or size. And so at the end of the show, I'm going to be doing a drawing. Canna Corner is brought to you live by Cannabis Open Carry Walks, KM420 Radio, WJAE 420, Windy Love Edges station, and the Human Solution International. So rather than sit here, Karen, we are about to add you, love. Let me message her real quick and give her a heads up. Adding you. And then I will add her. I hope everybody is having a wonderful holiday. Did y'all see that Christmas star? Did y'all get a chance to see that? It's beautiful. Hey, Karen.
Hi, can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. I see you. You're looking good. Beautiful as always.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yes, I am so excited. It's been a while now. I ask and ask, but I know you've been hard to get to come on because I know you get so nervous and stuff, but it's very fun, just casual talk conversation. And so I am so happy we finally got to get you on.
Well, thanks for having me, and I appreciate the support and the love and the continuous asking me to come on because I do have anxiety about talking publicly about cannabis, and so I appreciate you giving me that opportunity to do that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
I totally understand the whole anxiety thing. It's as somebody who's dealt with it, it's hard, to get out and do what we do. We have to actually stuff down our feelings way, way down so that, like you can go and you testify on bills and everything that you do. That's not easy for somebody
Right.
who's ill to do. So I definitely give you major props. So let's tell everybody. Sorry, go right ahead.
I was just going to say, so I'd like to come on and tell everybody a little bit about Team CenTex and what
Yes,
we're doing.
we were just going to say the same thing then, because that's what I was going to say. Let's tell everybody about Team CenTex.
Okay, we have a mission statement, and I would like to share that.
Awesome.
CenTex Community Outreach is a group of like-minded individuals reaching out across Texas and around the world, changing hearts and minds through compassion and understanding. We start out by helping educate people about the therapeutic benefits of cannabis and hemp. We also help the public understand and learn about the legislative process here in Texas and how important it is to get involved. We remind people that it's not against the law to want to change and help change the law. And we want to help empower and encourage others to spread the word in their communities that cannabis laws are unjust and unfair, and their voices are very important in helping to initiate change. And that's why we're here today talking to you, because I'm trying to use my voice to help initiate change in any way that I can.
Amen. Definitely. You do a fantastic job. I know I was with you last session when we were testifying on the bills. We were up there, Team CenTex and COCW. Tell everybody the process that you have to go through to testify, that for those who don't know.
Well, there's going to be some new rules in place this session. So the first thing that we tell people, of course, as you know, I tell people you got to find out who represents you. And this session is going to be a little different, I believe, if you want to testify for any bills, or I believe if you want to even go into the Capitol. You have to get permission to go in 3 days in advance. And I guess they will send you a response back telling you it's okay. And you have to be tested negative for the COVID virus 24 hours in advance of your visit to the Capitol. They will be set up with National Guard there at the Capitol. They'll be giving testing. I think they could do an average of 12 people per hour. So that was going to take a long time to get tested at the Capitol for free. But they'll give you a QR code that you'll be able to show at the Capitol entrance, and that'll get you into the Capitol this session.
Right, right. It's crazy because I don't know, most people don't realize the hoops that they make you jump through, but last time one of the bills that went through, I think we found out the day before that it was
Right.
going to be even seen on. And so how it's just crazy. How are we supposed to do the 3 days in advance thing when
Right.
we're notified the day before? Like, hopefully they're going to fix that issue.
Yes. So I would like to remind people I'm not a political expert. I don't really have any inside scoops on what's going to be going on. I'm trying to just relay some information from Texas Normal. They're there at the Capitol, boots on the ground, and they have the correct information. Unfortunately, I do believe this time, with all the restrictions, we'll be lucky if we get any bills to have testimonies heard. I also did hear through the grapevine that the option to do remote testimonials will be decided a couple of weeks after the session starts.
Okay. Okay. So that ain't gonna
So,
help us then anyway. If it's a couple weeks after,
yeah,
right?
well, we won't know if they'll have remote testimonial for anybody. Like I believe there's a changeover in the House of Representatives, who's the Speaker of the House, so they have to put that to the vote. I believe right now
Gotcha.
50. I think it's 50
Right.
50. They want that. But so if people start now finding out who the representative is, you can go ahead and send them a short email, maybe asking them if they would allow the remote testimonials, because that's really what we need to shoot for. Because I,
Definitely.
we already have a really low turnout when people go to testify. So in the first place, there's low turnout, right? So,
Right.
and with all the restrictions, it's going to be pretty much impossible for anyone to want to go do that. But there are quite a few bills that have been pre-filed already.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Let's talk about those
excited,
bills.
very excited about that. The most exciting one that I'm really, I don't even know what to say, is Joe Moody's legalization bill, the House Bill 447. He wants to put it on the table to end prohibition in Texas once and for all.
Wow, hell yeah. That'd be
So
a good one.
we're all for that.
Yep,
Moody has been, trying to do the penalty reduction bill for the last 2 or 3 sessions. He's got a lot of support in the House already. So hopefully, even with him pre-filing this bill, the conversations are going to get started on the floor and in the Senate to what we need to do in Texas. So, and then
yep.
the other bills that are really exciting are the medical bills with Jose Menendez, and his in the Senate, Senate Bill 90, and then House Bill 94, I believe, with Ron Reynolds, Representative Ron Reynolds. Those will be pretty much the same type of medical bills that have been issued before. Like I said, I'm not an expert.
Right,
I have not even looked at the wording of these bills, because a lot can change in between now and the time
right.
they testimony. And that's really important for people to understand, that we do encourage you to look up these bills. You can find what the bills are about at texaslegis.com. It's a real easy website to go to. You put that on your phone, texaslegis.com, TXLEGIS.com, and it says bill lookup. And you put the year 2021 in there and put your bill lookup that you want to look up, and you can do alerts. And all through the session, anytime there's any type of movement on these bills, you can get an alert and it'll
Heck
send you an
yeah.
email. And that's really important to set those alerts, because a lot of the time, a lot of the emails sent from other organizations are going to get to you a couple of days later.
Right. Or to go to your spam or, and
Exactly. So that's what at our community outreach, we want to encourage people to learn how to do this process by yourself. It's really easy at the beginning. When you learn the bill numbers, you go in there and you look up the bill and you set those alerts. There's a couple of other things going on. Uh, of course, there's several penalty reduction bills,
right.
several of them. For me, I wrote down about 9 of them. Some have penalty reduction for less than a gram, some for less than 2 ounces, and the other ones I believe are similar to bills in previous. And we
Right.
know we support any type of penalty reduction.
Yes, definitely. But ones that we would hope would at least be an ounce, because like I was explaining to Brandy, we get our medicine an ounce at a time. It's just
Right.
better, cheaper to get that. And I go through about an ounce a week. So just because you're not, yeah, I smoke all day, every day, just
Oh my gosh.
but I function well. But yes, that's the issue, is that a couple grams is great, but you want to get back with your weekly med, you know what I mean,
Right.
safely. So any amount is great, don't get me wrong, but we want to shoot for that at
So
least
then
ounce.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the other
Good.
exciting news that we got to go through
No, you're good. You're good.
are the joint resolution bills. Come
Yeah,
on, guys. Like last session, we had some joint resolution bills. These bills are very important because these bills would help put um, these decisions on the ballot for Texas. The House Joint Resolution 11 and House Joint Resolution 28. These are for the medical, to put, have medical dispensaries through Texas. What would happen if we could get these passed through the House and Senate? They would bypass the governor and go straight to the state's Secretary of State.
oh hell
They would
yeah,
decide on when to put it on the ballot. So I'm hoping these joint resolutions, there's 4, I believe, 2 for medical, 2 for adult recreational. We want to get these bills attention this time.
definitely, definitely. I totally agree with that, especially that bypasses our governor.
Exactly. Like there's already a couple of dozen bills that have been pre-filed, and it gets really, really confusing. Like I am encouraging folks to go to the texaslegis.com, look up these bills, set the alert, start reading about the bills. And then the other thing that you need to start doing is thinking about, if you're going to testify, what are you going to write on your testimony?
Definitely.
So we came up with some tips on what to write about on each type of bill. There's 3 types of bills: medical, your penalty reduction bill, or your legalization bills. A lot of people don't
Awesome.
realize that you can write a testimonial for each one. You've probably had a personal experience with each type of penalty against your family, like someone that's been arrested. You also, like myself, I benefit from Candace medically. So what we want to tell people is how to write your testimonial. And we start that out by, first of all, you got to find out who represents you.
Right. And
And
it's
then,
whorepresentsme.org or gov.
yeah, actually, you can find that out on texaslegis.com.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's another tab on there that says who represents me. It's like, well, who does? I don't know. So you go
Heck yeah.
on, you go on there and you put your address on there. And some people say, well, I don't want anybody to know where I live. Well, you can put your city, you
Yeah,
know, or your county, and it's going to pop up
right,
and tell you what district you're in and
right.
who represents you. But once you find that out, once you look at those bills, you need to start communicating with your representative. You could do that now by sending them a letter of thanks and tell them congratulations on another term if they've been, if this is their second term or continuous term, whatever you call it. But so for your testimonials, once you have decided on what you're going to support, you have to write your personal information. First, you would start out with who you are, what district you live in, and what bill number you're supporting. And it's really important to get that out in the first couple of sentences, because those guys on the the board there, they're going to ask you, what was your name and what bill are you talking about?
Right.
And you don't
Yeah.
really have to tell them what your profession is unless it closely relates to what you're testifying about,
Right.
because that does take time up on what you're trying to get, points you're trying to get across. And then so it's really important to figure out and explain how cannabis helps you or someone in your family. And you could do this by writing your experiences. You could write about side effects from medications you've taken previously, and you can write about how medications have not helped you. And maybe if you know about your condition and you know someone that lives in a legal state that has benefited from cannabis, maybe you can write about that person, and or a study that's shown conclusive evidence that it helps your condition, or whatever,
Right.
any type of compelling story that you can give to your legislator about your condition and how it might help. Um, that's great. Excuse me. But also, like, if you've had an arrest, how the arrest has affected your family. I started a social media campaign called Action for Alex after my son was unjustly arrested.
Right.
I told my legislators my son was one face out of 60,000 that were arrested.
Right.
And they were like, what? So that kind of got their attention. And then you want to ask kindly for your legislator to support whatever specific change, that you are talking about and which bill you're talking about. Either it be changes to the compassionate use program, or for penalty reduction, or even, for just full on, let's just end prohibition altogether. And then what I like to encourage people to do at the end of your testimony is to thank the legislator for their time and their dedication to their district, because a lot of our legislators do work really hard, and their only concern is not just about cannabis unjust
Right.
laws, but and they do appreciate people acknowledging that they are working hard. So that
Right.
is important.
Oh
And
yeah.
sometimes it's good if you know anything personal about them. If you could send them a letter, not on your testimonial, but just send them a letter personally, and tell them thanks.
Right.
And then also you can say, and if your representative is supportive, that's great. If they're not supportive, you can say, what can we do to help you understand? And if they
Right.
are supportive, you can say, do you have any constituents that are not supportive? And can we help them understand?
Right.
Because their legislators are supposed to be working together,
Heck
believe it or
yeah.
not.
Well, those are some awesome tips. Thank you so much for going through those. Yeah, a lot of people just don't know what to write. Like,
Right.
and so that's very important. It is very easy. The average person can do this. They want you to feel real intimidated, and
Yes.
they don't want you to speak up. So you need to use your voice. You're okay. You can do this. Um,
Yeah.
if we
So
can do this, they can do this.
So when I first started giving my testimony, this will be my fourth legislative session to participate in. I've been an activist for 7 years, so next year will be 8 years. But my first testimonial, I was kind of scared about telling anybody that I use cannabis on a daily
Right.
basis. So if you go back and listen to my very first testimony, and it's okay to do this, I use phrases like, when I was able to medicate, or in the past when I used cannabis, it
Right.
helped me, or when I went to another state and it helped me, you know.
Right.
So I never did incriminate myself saying that I'm using it right now.
Right.
Now, of course, as I progressed with my comfort zone and how much I wanted to tell my legislators, I was able to even uh, testify on my most intimate act that happened to me when I was arrested unjustly one time for a usable amount, and I was pulled over a second time, and I had to tell my legislators that I put my box in my crotch and went into the McLennan County Jail, thinking that I was going to prevent another arrest. I was thinking so irrational and scared,
Right.
and I think a lot of people do dumb things because they are scared.
Right.
Now, luckily, I wasn't, searched that second time. But when I gave that testimonial, I was in tears, and unfortunately, I believe the legislators stopped listening to me at the end. And I do want to tell people that you do have to keep your emotions in check. It's not the easiest. These testimonials, when you give them live in person, they do require you to stop at 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes they'll
Right.
say, oh, if you can shorten it up, that would be great. But as you write your legislator throughout the session, please write more detail and send more frequent letters.
Right.
If you want to write a little bit and say, this is what I feel comfortable telling you now, would you like to learn more? And hopefully they'll reply and say, yes, please share more. Because that's
Heck,
important. I do believe the legislators are just waiting for that one person to reach out to them so they can say, I have someone living in my district that needs help.
definitely. Definitely. Yes,
So
that's
that's
all great things
important.
to know. Thank you so much for coming on today and telling us how can people find Team CenTex and where can they go donate? Because I know the legislative session's coming up, and I know you're needing donations to continue
Oh,
doing what
sure. Well,
you do. So how do people go help?
well, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Team CenTex. We're on Instagram at Team CenTex, and I like to post some pictures there that I don't post on Facebook, so you have to go check us out on Instagram. And
Heck yeah.
we have patches and pins and stickers now, and I asked for like $2 a piece, and we can mail them out to you. You can do that at was it PayPal me at Team CenTex, and then it's Venmo.com at Team CenTex 420.
And we
Oh,
can
and
put those links down there too when we get
okay,
off
I
here.
appreciate that. Oh, and opening day, hopefully we're going to be up at the Capitol with my bicycle and my marijuana leaves on the tires, and we're going to be uh, cycling around, handing out information about next session. So be
Heck
looking for
yeah,
that.
definitely. I definitely want to join you. I know we might not be able to testify this year. COCW is going to move into mail mode, mass mail. We're going to start getting shit out, telling people to contact your
Right.
senators and all that. But yeah, I definitely want to at least get up there, even though we can't probably
I
go in
got.
and get everybody
I'm
testified.
thinking that it'll be catch Karen at the Capitol. I'll be
Hell
doing
yeah.
like 30-second live videos just to give updates on what's going on. Catch
Awesome.
Karen at the
That's great.
Capitol.
Y'all go catch her. Catch her at the Capitol.
Got to catch me on my bike. Thanks
Well,
for
thank you
having
so
me.
much, Karen, for coming on. And man, I just am ecstatic to have you on today. Love you so much and love what you're doing. And I can't wait to work with you again soon.
Thanks. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye. Let's see. I'm going to try to see if there we go. We got her. Heck yeah. So up next, y'all, we have got Rena McCain with KM420 Radio, aka Ganja Girl.
How's
How
everybody?
you doing, love?
How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So
Good.
excited to have you on to talk about everything that happened the last couple weeks.
It's been a lot, yeah. So, most recently, of course, was the expo here in Houston, the CBD Expo. I can't talk, apparently. so, so me and Michael Green went. That was this past weekend. Yes, no,
Yeah.
not this, the weekend before.
The weekend before this past one.
I lose track of the days sometimes. This whole quarantining thing is kind of
it's crazy,
one
man.
long big day.
Yeah.
So while we were there, we ran into some people that we had met before. People over at Hemp Tours and everything. So it was good to see them. And then of course we met some new people. And I can't remember the people's name, but they gave me this CBD muscle and joint cream. It's full spectrum, 2,000 milligram lavender.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Heck
can you see
yeah.
that? There we go.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So my ankle had a collision with a frying pan within the last month.
Oh no.
So it was a little swollen up. And so they gave me this, and I have arthritis and stuff, and
Oh
this
wow.
works really, really nice. It smells good. It's like a lavender scented. So, thank you to the people at Uplift for this, because it really does, it works. I get like really stinging pain, sometimes like through my
Right.
back. It helps that too. So definitely a good product here.
That's
Uh,
awesome. I love to hear about good products.
and then I also met these other people from Crappy's Feel Better Hemp Company.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're cool. Rob Freeman. They're from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Heck
They
yeah.
got a story behind this, but I tried it. It's CBD, muscle and joint rub, and it's got a really, really large amount of peppermint.
Oh, wow.
It smells really good. It's just really strong at first,
Right.
but it works really nice. And of course, most people who know anything about cannabis also know that other plants, and botanicals have their healing properties as well.
Yeah.
And so I definitely know about the peppermint, as far as how it helps with the skin and healing, and
Right.
good for in the morning. Like, this is really good for in the morning whenever you just want to, whoa, wake
Get
up.
an uplifted wake up.
Yeah, it's so there's that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So they were really pretty cool people to talk to. And then they had given me these little samples, I think, the last time we were talking. And I kept the little packages because I wanted to talk about them. And like, these things help a lot with like the hangover helper. Like, I don't drink, but I
Right.
took it before I went to bed, and it helped. It helped to sleep.
Heck yeah.
This has CBG and CBN in it, as well as the CBD. It's a chewable. And a huge thank you to these people who gave me this stuff to try out, because
Right.
people got to know what it's all about, and somebody's got to test it out a little bit. I don't mind.
Right.
And I'll always give my honest opinion about something. Um, I am a cigarette smoker. I have a horrible cigarette addiction. So
Oh, me too, girl. Try
I
it.
got these from Rogue Origin, and they're pre-roll hemp.
Okay.
And so, because I'm trying to cut down on how much I smoke, because health-wise it just sucks.
Right.
I give these, here a little shot instead of a cigarette once in a while,
Right.
about it. And I've also got a couple of them, just, so people can try them, know what they're about. I can't promise that they taste great, but then again, for people who smoke, cigarettes don't always taste great either.
Right.
Sometimes I want a cigarette, but if I can kind of divert to this and it not be as harmful,
Exactly.
every little bit counts, right?
Definitely. Definitely.
A huge thank you to Rogue Origin for those. That was really cool. And then I haven't tried this yet. This Hawaiian Haze from Earthy. I actually misplaced it, and I refound it.
Heck yeah.
How that happens sometimes.
Right.
So those were kind of the people that I got to meet at the hemp or at the CBD convention. Unfortunately, we were supposed to go back the next day, and that didn't wind up happening because the next day my upper shock mount broke on my Jeep, and
Oh no.
I, so it's got to get a welding job on it, and
Right. Right.
yeah.
Well, y'all did great going out the first day. Y'all have a good time. How was the atmosphere? How was it seeing all the different people who are for cannabis?
There were quite a few interesting people to talk to. I just wish that I'd have been able to, get back there the next day and, kind of, interact with the people that I didn't get to.
Right.
We wound up getting there a little late the first day, unfortunately, but we made it, and we met about half of the building, or interacted with, some at some capacity.
Right.
Half, there was a lot of vendors there. It was pretty cool. The atmosphere wasn't bad. It was at the the Houston North Hilton. So, you know, I mean, it was definitely, you know, very nice.
Right.
Excuse me. There was an after party. They had some really, really delicious food. I think they had some barbecue and ribs and some really amazing almond cheesecake and some other assorted desserts. It was pretty nice. Um,
Oh, hell yeah.
that was pretty cool that they served dinner, you know, after, you know, all day with, you know, the things. You know.
Right. Yeah. I know that when Jay and I went and y'all went too to the CBD Expo here. I mean, it
Yep,
was nice to have that wind down dinner afterwards and after all working so hard all that day. So
yep, that was definitely a fun weekend. That was my birthday weekend.
we had a blast. We had a blast for sure. It was a
Yep.
lot of fun. Well, heck yeah. How can people find KM420 Radio and Ganja Girl?
Oh yeah. So of course I'm half of KM420 Radio. My counterpart is the lovely Miss Farah Hunter, and you can find us on the Mixler app. And a lot of people seem to have problems with, you know, downloading it or figure it out. But really, what you got to do is you just got to make an account, and once you make the account, you search out for KM420. And it'll bring us up. We're the first one in line there. Just click on that, and depending on what time of the day it is, you could get an assortment of this and an assortment of that. You know, we like to spin all the types of different local artists. You know, we don't stick with one genre. You know,
and that's what I love about it, because I listen to all different, whether it's rap, fucking alternative, rock, R&B, you're gonna get all of it. No, you know, throughout the day.
Not only that, but I mean, you have local artists that are from all different genres too. So,
Yep.
You know, I don't want to be discriminatory against one genre or another. You know, I'm not trying to find any polka, you know, artists or anything like that. So, I mean, like nothing, I'm not, you know, you get what I'm saying. I mean, we just try to be, you know, as accommodating, because, you know, it's hard enough to, you know, break into, you know, getting your music heard or getting your art seen, or, you know, to be the new one there.
Oh,
you
yes.
know, we just try to provide that platform, you know, for people. You know, we love music, so, you know,
a bunch of amazing
love
new
cannabis
local
and
artists coming out.
I kind of think cannabis and music go very well hand in hand, and
Definitely do.
you know,
Definitely do.
while we do
Heck
what we
y'all do a great job. And then also on Sundays, y'all have like an educational day of several different shows, and
right.
Canna Corner being one of them, and Wendy Love Edge being another. And
we also have Michael Garvin with Say It Live Atlanta. We have the Baddest Bee, which is the Brandy Patrice Hour, you know, an hour in the life of Low Fuzz, of course, with Anomalous Sounds. Yeah, so that's kind of, you know, what I call it is the Sunday Rewind, because it's kind of accumulation of, you know, the week's, you know,
shows
happen.
Right.
So we just try to catch up everybody, you know, on Sunday, so that, you know, they're ready for the new week.
Heck
you know?
yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, love. Was there anything that you wanted to announce or talk about that we didn't get to go over?
Well, I did want to say congratulations to our winners that we had tonight. We had a giveaway. So there was, let's see, the prizes was a Brandy Patrice t-shirt and a Salamis wristband for one winner. So the winners were A3 and Shonda, or Shonda's last name. And I'm hoping I'm not getting the name wrong. And then the other one won a J Child's CD and also a wristband. So yeah, and we also have a giveaway that's going on. It's ongoing until we get to 100,000 unique listens. We're at about 72,000 right now.
Congratulations.
And I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to everybody who gives us love and support, and also to the artists who provide the music, because without you guys, you know, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Definitely.
So much love to all of you guys.
Much love to you too, girl. And you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll get you on again some other time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yep, for sure. Love you, girl. Bye. Okay. There we go. Hell yeah, y'all. So I know we're running a little bit late, but we've got a couple things that I wanted to talk about with y'all today. I won the Windy Love Edge WJAE 420 giveaway. Guess it was a couple weeks ago. And I got all my stuff in the mail from Buffalo Co. You'll see Buffalo Co. And I will put the links and stuff in here afterwards. But I got all these little different samples, and I wanted to tell y'all this stuff works great. I took pretty much a whole syringe every morning as I got up with my coffee. There was some CBG plus, 33 milligrams, chocolate orange full spectrum, 33 milligrams, trifecta, which had CBG, CBD, delta 8, and then no pain Nority. That stuff was really good too. Full spectrum, 17 milligrams, and then the CBG mint 100%. And like I said, I got up in the morning for a week straight, and I would take the whole syringe, pretty high dose, but that's just me. It's like a syringe about like that is what they give you. They come in these little things, and you just right under the tongue, let it sit for a minute, and then digest it. And y'all, I'm telling you, my aches and pains and stuff, they really did help with all of the issue. I have a degenerative disc disorder, so disease. So I have bones and all kinds of aches and shit in the morning, and it really helped. Buffalo Co, y'all. Thank you so much, Windy Love Edge, for that. And then last but not least, we've got a giveaway, y'all. Canna Corner YouTube channel hit over 50 subscribers this week. So I wanted to thank you to everyone who subscribed. And if you haven't got a chance, go ahead and subscribe again, because we're going to be doing another giveaway at 100 subscribers. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to run and get the shirt real quick so y'all can see what it is. I got it hanging in there so that my cat's hair doesn't get all over it. If any of y'all have pets, y'all know how cat's hair can get on everything. Okay, so this is the shirt I'm giving away. Now, it comes in white, black, this color, tan, and so there's several colors and different sizes. So if whoever wins is a 2X, don't worry, we got you. I got different sizes and colors, and you're going to get to pick which one it is. So here we go. I got everybody's names, see, in this cup. And I'm just going to pick a name. And we got Joshua Bear. Is that how you say his name? He's one of the Anomalous Sounds guys, I think. Farah. So I'm going to hit you up later, Joshua. Congratulations. We will get you your shirt. I will get with you after the show and find out what color and what size you need. So hell yeah, y'all. If you didn't win this time, go and like, subscribe, share the Canna Corner YouTube and all the Canna Corner shows that are recorded since I've started the YouTube channel and are put on there. And then a few oldies are up there as well right now. So y'all go check that out. And when we get to 100 subscribers, we will do another giveaway. Thank y'all all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for being a part of what we do. Thank you so much, KM420 Radio and Farah, for helping me with the show today because I'm grounded. Thank you to Team CenTex for coming on, and KM420 Radio, Ganja Girl, for coming on the show. We love all y'all. And thank you to WJAE 420 for sponsoring, and THSI, the Human Solution International. How are you doing, love?
I'm perfect. And you said Joshua Bear perfectly.
Yes.
Correct.
Joshua Bear, you won.
You won. Yay. How
Yay. Oh yeah. So
All
he
right.
gets the shirt of his choice of color or size. So
Hell yeah. Congratulations, Joshua. All right. Are we done? Do you have anything else?
We are done. We are done. Thank you so much again for helping with the show today.
You're welcome. We got to get around Facebook somehow.
Yep, definitely. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Peace.